Hey everyone, welcome back to Driple Studios. In this tutorial, we're going over CollectionService, a super powerful way to tag and manage multiple objects in your Roblox game using clean, efficient code. CollectionService is a built-in service in Roblox that lets you add tags to objects, kind of like putting a label on them. This makes it easy to find and manage them in your scripts without needing folders or manual references. So a common question regarding the collection service and tagging is, do you need plugins for tagging? Well, you can use tags in your code without any plugins, but if you want to actually see and manage tags inside of Studio, you will need to download a plugin called the Tag Editor. So I'll do that with you now. So let's go to the toolbox and we'll just change this tab from models to plugins. And all I'm going to search is Tag Editor. And it will be typically this first one that appears here by this username here. I will link it in the description where you can download it straight from that link there in case you can't find it. So all I'm going to do is click on it and hit install. And once it's installed, it's added to our inventory. And from there we can open up the plugins tab. Now we've got this option for tag window and world view. So let's click tag window and we've got tag editor here, which I'm just going to put on this panel. And if we open up the world view, we can visualize tagged objects in the 3D view. But I'll disable that and that for now, and we'll come back to them. Now let's tag a few objects. So let's select some parts. So let me add in 3 parts into the workspace. There we go. So I've got 3 parts here. I'll give them different names. So I'll make 1 part blue, 1 part red, and 1 part green. And I'll just color these correspondingly. So blue, red, and green. I'll use the plugin first. So we'll open up the tag window. We'll select blue, red, and green. And we're going to click add new tag here. And in here, I'm just going to type in the name of the tag. So I'll tag these as color. Hit enter, and boom, we've now added a tag to our tag editor. Now, if I click off these 3 objects, the tag isn't actually applied yet. All we've done is added the tag to this window. We still need to apply it. We can click on the tag to change some visualization of it. That's just a little bonus feature of this plugin. So let me select blue, red, and green. I'm then going to tick this box next to the color tag. And now these will be tagged with color. Now if I hover over this button here, the one that says worldview, if I click it, these get highlighted and we can visualize the tag. What we can do is click on this tag and change the color of the visualization. I can make it a pinky purple color and then it gets sort of highlighted pinky purple. It's just a way of literally grouping objects together by tags. Now I'll disable both of these windows, and CollectionService can now find these objects just by the tag name. So let me add a new script into server script service. We'll notice that the tag list gets added to server storage. That's part of the plugin. So add a new script into here, and what I'm going to do is write a script that finds everything tagged with color and connects a touched event to each one. And then when you touch it, it's going to print a message and disappear. So we need the collection service. So collection service is game:getService collection service. And now I'm just going to get all of the tagged parts. So tagged parts equals collection service, and then get tagged, and then the name of the tag. Now if I open up this, if I go back to our workspace here, click open up the tag window, the tag name is color. So I want to find the tags named color. It must be spelled exactly the same as it is in your window or it will not work. Now I'll loop through each part. So what this will do is return a table of all the parts that are tagged by color. I can now loop through all of these. So for underscore comma part in pairs tagged parts, I'm not going to use the index. So I'm only going to reference the actual part, in which case I can just say for part in tagged parts. I'm going to print tagged part found, and then I'm going to concatenate to this part.name. So the name of the part. I will then add a touched event, so I can say part.touched, connect, function, passing in hit, because hit's always passed in with a touch event. Then I can print part.name, was touched by, hit.name. Now I'll destroy the part colon destroy. So just to break it down even further, once we've got a table of all our tagged objects, we're going to loop through each one. And then we're going to print the tagged part, the name of the part that was found. And then we're going to add a touched event to all of these parts. So if the part is touched, it will say that the part was touched by and the name of the part that touched that part, if that makes sense. And then we're going to destroy it. Test and play. Very simple script. So we have got a little error here. Attempt to index number with name. Let's have a little look. So part.name. So I'll do the for underscore comma part, sorry, because it's trying to get index. So in pairs tag parts, because it's trying to get the index. So we'll go with the actual part. There we go. And the parts have disappeared, and that's because they've been touched by the base plate. So let me put these into the air and anchor them so they don't fall down. Because hit can be anything, I'm not doing any checks to make sure hit is a player. So they're touching the base plate and then getting destroyed. So if I put them in the air, there we go. And now when I jump and hit them, let's go with red. So red was touched by left foot, green was touched, and then blue as well. There we go. So this is much more efficient than writing 3 different touch scripts for each part. Much more efficient. You can also add or remove tags through code, which is perfect for dynamically spawned objects. For example, I could add a new part into the workspace, which I'll rename to script part. And I will just make this literally just I'll make this a yellow brick. And I'll just anchor it, literally a huge brick, because why not? And then in this script, I can just say, I'm going to clear all of this stuff because we don't need that anymore. I'll say part equals workspace dot, and then reference the part, so script part. And then I need to get the collection service again. So collection service equals game colon get service. Collection service. And then I can say collection service colon add tag, passing in the part that we're going to add the tag to, and collectible. Let's make this tag say collectible. So that's just the name of the tag. I'm going to give this part a tag named collectible. And if I want it to remove a tag, it's the exact same. I'll just say collection service colon remove tag, passing in the part and the name of the tag to remove, which will be collectible. So this adds a tag and this removes a tag. Let's say you've got 30 coins in your level. Instead of 30 different scripts, each with a touch event, let's just tag them all as coin and control them with one script. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the plugin for this. So I'm going to open up the tag window. I'm going to remove our color plugin because we don't need that anymore. So you can right click it and delete it, or you can just click on it normally and hit delete and then confirm. And that will remove the tag from any existing parts. I'm going to add a new tag and make this coin. And I'm just going to select all of these coins here and tag them with coin. See how quick that was? We've just applied 30 tags. We've just applied a tag to 30 different objects instantly. I can close this coins folder now. And now what I can do is if I add a new script into server script service, I'll rename it to coin handler. What I can do now is get the collection service again. So collection service is game colon get service collection service. And then I can just go for underscore comma coin in pairs collection service colon get tagged. And we're going to go by the tag coin do. And this will loop through each coin each part that's tagged by the tag coin. And we'll add a touch event to award coins to the player. So I'll say coin.touched, colon connect, function. And in here, I'll just say coin colon destroy. I can just maybe print collected as well. There we go. Now, we've just turned what would be 30 different scripts into one script with 8 lines. What you could do is loop through the folder, so you could get the folder of coins and loop through each coin in the folder and do it that way. That would also work, but tags are much more useful because then you can merge different parts. If you had multiple coins folders, each with different values of coins, maybe one worth 5, maybe one worth 1, you can put it all under one tag and it just makes it much easier to manage rather than having loads of different folders. You can have all those coins in one folder and maybe just 2 different tags, and then at least rather than having a 1 coin folder and a 5 coin folder, you can have just one folder named coins but 2 different tags for 1 coin and 5 coins, if that makes sense. That's just an example. Tags are much more useful and much more versatile. Anyway, now if we hit play, just test that these actually do work. There we go. So we select it, it says collected. I'm not adding a debounce to check it, so it gets called more than it needs to, but that can be fixed easily with a debounce. There we go, collecting up all the coins, and they all work, every single one of them, all within 8 lines of code. Nice and easy. You can also check if an object has a tag before you do anything. So what I could do is, if I remove this for loop, I could just say if CollectionService : has tag, and then let's find our part. So let's go for a coin. What I'll do is I'll add a new part here. I'll rename it to target part, and I will add a tag to this target part called target, and just apply that to the target part. Now I can say if it has the tag, if CollectionService : has tag, passing in the part, so workspace.target to part, and then the name of the tag, which will be target. Then we can print hi, for example, or print has target tag. There we go, print, and there we go, so that it has the target tag. So you can use the has tag function to check if it has a tag. That's it. Now you know how to use CollectionService in Roblox Studio, plus the tag editor plugin to make tagging super easy. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next down in the comments or in the video suggestion form. Also consider joining our Discord server where you can ask for programming help, share your projects, just chat there. More information about that is in the description. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.